down. Corpse Cast is on.
Hello out there in Radio Land, and welcome to another edition of Corpse Cast. I'm Dan.
I am Damien.
And I'm Troy.
And our guest today is...
Tyler.
A little delayed, he's okay though. He said 12 cheerleader beers. Let's give him a round of applause.
Woo! I'm drunk on cheerleader beer. It's good stuff.
Don't worry, I know
got a sugar rush
too.
This podcast was supposed to be a campfire podcast, but it rained, so that kind of put the kibosh, which is the word of the day. So every time you hear kibosh, we're going to go, ah!
Are we Pee Wee Herman?
Kibosh.
But anyway, it put the K word on the campfire. I'm going to get really annoyed by that before the end of the podcast. It put the K word on the campfire there. So we're just going to do the ghost story sitting in the nice, luxurious, air-conditioned cabin.
We're really roughing it, gentlemen.
It's fucking rough up here, dude.
Yes. We're so roughing it. We're each sitting on a comfortable sofa or recliner.
Yeah, this is
I'm
horrible.
actually laid out completely on
I
a
can't
sofa.
even reach my beer. This is horrible.
I need an alcoholic beverage from the fridge. Which one of you will fetch it for me?
How about nobody?
You
I
could have
hate your
thought
faces.
about that before we started.
That's cool. You'll hear me pad off eventually.
See, this is how I want the podcast to be set up, like in a forum style, because we can all
Yeah.
see each other.
I like this.
Instead of like trying to turn and look at everybody.
Yeah,
My
this
fucking
is-
stupid small ass room.
At least I don't. You'll
Small
hear
ass
me.
messy room.
Everybody will
Shut
hear
up.
me now because I won't be moving my head as much. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. We actually broke Troy's neck and had a rod put in, so we can't move it at all.
Coat hanger and duct tape.
Yeah,
Shoved it
and
all
then we
back
spot
together.
welded the mic to it.
That's
So.
thanks to my stilts. I fell over and
To a stilt.
Yeah, Troy finally got his stilts in.
Yeah.
Hey!
They're harder than I thought
Today
to walk
alone, I've
on.
watched Troy break his own leg backwards just to walk.
Yeah, this fucking
It's alien-like.
Troy's
Dude,
gonna
your
be in
leg
my
caused
freak
my
show.
gag
He's gonna be
reflex
the amazing
to kick
walking
in.
backward forward man. But anyway, the point of this podcast was supposed to be ghost stories, and I think only one of us actually brought a ghost story because we all suck. I'm just actually where we're recording at right now is
Relax.
It would be
Is-
creepy if it wasn't for the fact we're in an air-conditioned, comfortable cabin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to record outside because
No, I understand.
it would put the kibosh on my equipment.
This is going to get wow.
Two fish that really
peaked
talk.
so
Holy
bad
crap!
right there. Anybody
What?
listening at home right now is going, "Oh my god!" I hate these people."
We've just lost our audience right
Now,
there.
you know what the sad thing is? I think that they're going to be like, "Wow, this is different."
It's
Yeah, it's
different
called
every time they say
alcohol.
kibosh.
I got some.
What the fuck?
But the cool thing is, while we're out here, actually tomorrow, which would be Sunday, we're going to re-record the intro and outro of the podcast to try and make it a little better because when I did that, we only had the large area mic on my computer to record on, so it kind of...
Sounds like dick.
Right. It literally sounds like dick, like balls slapping an ass. That's what it sounds like. But at any rate, Damien, since you're the only person who prepared a ghost story, would you like to start, sir?
Yeah, I guess I could with a little bit of a whiskey in me, and
Scare the shit out of
if
me,
I
bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan, can you flap the paper for me real
Dan's
quick?
attempting to read.
what?
while
Flap
holding
the paper and the
microphone.
mic a little bit there.
Yes, gentlemen, he's actually holding real paper.
That is the sound of not handwritten paper, and it doesn't even have a Damien watermark on it. This is a rare form.
That's right.
Wow.
The Damien watermark
He
is
even
actually from a glass of Mountain Dew he's left sitting on it till the condensation drips down onto the paper.
You know what's great about this too is right now Damien and I have our shirts off because we were sitting by the fire and we got too hot.
Yeah, but now
That's
we're in the
a
air
visual in your
conditioning, and I'm
mind.
asking you two to put your shirts back on. Because you're,
Nah.
dude, you look pale like bloated dead body.
That's why I need to actually go get a
See,
tan.
I got partial red on me because I was bleeding earlier.
Yeah, it's true.
out of his face.
Wow.
There was
Yeah.
a trail
Of
of blood
blood.
across the floor.
He actually stained the cement And I will give him credit. He did clean it up. He missed one spot, and we called that OJ. And he did clean it up. There was evidence that he cleaned it up. There was still blood on the roll of paper towels.
He bled on the roll of paper towels as he's trying to clean it up.
Hey, at least he attempted to. I mean, that's more courteous.
You know,
than
I
most
thought Michael
people.
Jackson was buried.
Too soon.
Boo. Anyway,
Not
we're-
even a properly put
And
together.
if you want to check me out on doing Michael Jackson, go to Scare 13 Wayne. You'll like
and
it.
search for Michael Jackson last performance.
Yeah, it
There's gonna
looks
be a
like
lot
Michael
of
ate a
angry,
pumpkin.
angry people leaving comments. I
I
swear
love
to
that, you know.
As we're saying this, we're watching the memorial on television
of Michael Jackson.
of Michael Jackson.
Oh, it's his daughter.
His daughter's crying, and Damien here played a very bad rendition
Very
of
bad.
Michael Jackson.
And
I mean-
fat Michael
Dancing.
Jackson.
Hey, you were skinny there for a second.
Hey,
For 1 second.
If one thing positive can be said, Michael Jackson was never fat.
That is true.
Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. I'll have to say that. No matter what
Rest
I
in
say.
penis, Michael Jackson.
Rest your penis, Michael Jackson.
He had great songs. And,
There's a lot of Catholic schools out there all feeling a little safer this evening.
That's true. So if anyone wants to move to the Western Seaboard, I mean, you know, there's room open for a head pedophile out there, or a pederast, whatever you guys want to do. So I'm just saying there is a job opening.
And Pee Wee Herman, move on now.
That's very true. Was he ever released from prison?
Yeah, he
Guys, you know what? This
What
might
the-
not be horror related, but it's pretty fucking scary.
He never
I'm
went
just
to
saying.
prison.
I was gonna say, what the hell did he go to prison? I mean, I know
This
you
is
got.
definitely something we're gonna have to cut out.
I mean, I
No,
know you got
100%.
caught jacking off in
got
the
caught jacking
theater,
off,
but
yeah.
They took him to jail because he had kiddie porn too. They raided his house and found kiddie porn.
I did not know that. Wasn't
As the article said, he bought a collection of French art, and I'm like, the
Yeah.
French are pretty fucked up.
what? Wasn't he in the movie Blow with Johnny Depp?
I never
Yes,
saw Blow.
pure as the driven snow, my friend.
That was a good movie.
I just liked him in Mystery Men.
Yeah, that was pretty funny too.
Yeah, it's a shame. Either he was a good talent, and
What, Pee Wee?
yeah.
What?
He's still alive. He just
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he's not in jail or anything.
Oh, he
He's-
killed his
he's
career.
out- He does shit.
yeah, that's
Killed his
true.
career.
But anyway, Damien, would you like to start, sir?
Yes, I'm gonna try
Okay.
to read it, and
In
if
English.
I slur over the words, sorry.
Okay, no, you're fine.
In a local graveyard, an unknown grave holds the body of an orphan son. Body of the grave digger that was brutally killed back in 1899. He never got to see the 19th century. One night, some kids decided to dare to play Wake the Dead. Wrong move! The 4 children, named Ashley the goth, Brittany a cheerleader, Bob the jock, Jim the hippie. They sat around the old grave.
That's quite it. That's and Marty as Hart, and together they form Captain Planet. I'm sorry, your very mixed group there was
I
very.
know.
All you need now is the gamer guy. You seem to forget. You left someone out of your script there, buddy. Okay, I'll cut off. I'll let Damien back in.
Oh, it's still going. Let's see, where was I? In the in the local graveyard, an unknown grave holds the body of an orphan. In the local graveyard. In the local graveyard, an unknown grave. Fuck! Alright, I'm a little complicated.
Here
You're gonna
is
get a
dramatic-
nosebleed.
Here
Okay,
is a dramatic reading
so
of a ghost story.
okay, hold on. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Dan isn't exactly an excellent orator. Actually, it's probably because he's had one too many.
I orated extra early once.
Anyway, what Tyler is going to do is gimp out of his story by reading Damien's.
Wow, this is
It's
just
how I roll.
going
15 minutes
wonderful.
of bullshit right here. Okay,
Hey, live my life.
so
You know, this could be on another like edited version.
I don't know, dude. This is pretty funny alone.
that's true. But anyway,
Excuse me.
here goes Tyler.
Okay.
A dramatic reading of a ghost story is written by Damian Reaper. The story is known as The Ghost of Damian Reaper.
I'm not picking up at all. Okay.
A dramatic reading of a ghost story by Damian Reaper. The story is known as The Ghost of Damian Reaper. In a local graveyard, an unknown grave holds the body of an orphan son. Body of the gravedigger that was brutally killed back in 1899. He never got to see the 19th cemetery. But he had seen cemeteries 18 through 20. One night, some kids decided on a dare to play Wake the Dead. Wrong move. The 4 kids named Ashley a Goth, Brittany a cheerleader, Bob the jock, and Jim the hippie. All Jim the hippie. These 4 poor children all had the most literal parents on the planet. Ashley a goth, Brittany a cheerleader, Bob the jock, and Jim the hippie, and Mati Hart, whose power combined formed Captain Planet. They sat around a grave. Ashley put a mediation on the grave. Okay, I guess what's a mediation? Is that supposed to be medication?
What is a mediation?
What? Okay, what's mediation?
Oh,
Okay,
medallion.
Ashley put a medallion on the grave. Ashley would start tonight. We gather here to... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be saying this as Ashley. We gather here to talk to this unknown soul who will not at rest. The one 6 foot under his grave. We call a pond. You will learn who you were before you died. He killed me. Okay. The one 6 foot under this grave we call a pond. You will learn who you were before you died. The Ouija board starts to glow. Ashley holds it down. What is your name? She asks as the others watched in shock. It's spelled Damienreaper. They would again join hands. Damian Reaper. And then the air would cold, and the graveyard door would slam closed. Ashley would make a beeline to the door. This never happened, like she would cry. Brittany would, as Bob would be consumed by a grave. Jim would be other way, and a black shadow emerged from the shadows, grabbing his head, throwing to the ground. And a shovel appears, stab him past the throat, and slides an open across his face. Blood. Man would walk past the cheerleader towards the scared Ashley. Damien, there hasn't been a period so far. It's all commas. He looked in her eyes. Ashley, the time has come. Oh, I'm supposed to be saying this. He looks in her eyes. Ashley, the time has come for you to rest in damnation. Tears filled her eyes. Brittany would say, Uncle? Damien stopped and looked over at Brittany. I'm your niece, my lord. Wait. Why would Damien tell he's her niece? His lord. I'll be with you in a minute, child. And Damien picked Ashley up and grabbed her head and squeezed till her eyes popped out. Damien looked again over at Brittany. For my brother's granddaughter. Brittany said, yes, so this is my costume Halloween tomorrow. That's why I look different when I contacted you. Then put his hands up and released Bob. He gave Brittany his shovel. May proud, ... my dear Bob. Why would he say, make me proud, my dear Bob, gasping for air, seeing his girlfriend cut into his chest, grab his heart, and rip it out. She would say sorry with her uncle smiling behind her rest in action. The end. Woo! By the way, gentlemen, kibosh. That's the most fun I've had in like a week. No lie.
The story was good. It's just Tyler's narrating made it fucking hilarious.
I'm
He's over there about the pop. He looks like a fuck hick.
I'm gonna need telling.
I'm sure all you guys probably heard all laughing through the one mic.
Yeah, you pretty much drew me through this one. That's hilarious.
Since we don't have ghost stories, let's at least about podcast. Thanks
We
for
had a ghost story that ended in fan fiction.
yeah. Shit. Well,
I can't wait to start.
No, we can tell. I mean, if we've
We can
got
tell-
any personal.
well, see, that's what I was gonna say. Where we're actually recording at, the split has been settled since 17C-ish.
Ish.
Well, French War period.
Oh, damn.
This is the first settlers came to this area. Sorry, we had a little background.
Yeah, that was weird. Troy was singing us.
By holding his dick
Troy,
in the air,
put
I
a
don't know
shirt
what he's
on.
doing. You can
That's
talk,
cool.
dude.
You'll live.
I know I can talk.
We're not having anything from our listeners.
No, I was just making. We had a problem with a podcast. Damien turned off his microphone,
You know what? I did it for a minute or two. So
and I was making sure I turned it back on.
But anyway, this place has been settled since 17 blah blah blah.
17-ish.
When Dave Reaper was buried,
And we're actually doing this rebuilt pole barn. It's probably been here for I don't know, maybe 50-ish.
I'm just waiting.
Something like
This is
that.
the best room on the side of a barn I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in my
Yeah.
life.
we built a house into a pole barn,
Yes.
and it actually adjoins a pole.
There's a stone floor, a fireplace. This place is
I'm actually looking at two deer heads. Like,
Yeah.
right above my head. There are two.
I'm just waiting for them to jump out and gore
Well,
me to
they're
death.
both both killed down here too. But in any, there used to be a house in front of the current house that was built as the original homestead. There was that one and a lookout actually in a hayfield, and they used to shoot natives in the area.
There's
There's actually burials here, and we can't get the old owner's family to divulge where, for obvious reasons. We just want to know we don't accidentally dig it up, find Chief Lou Diamond Phillips one day. That would suck. But
Accidentally build on it.
Coming floor, and we're just like, fuck.
You guys don't want to accidentally build on it either. So
well, yeah, we just
probably
want to
already
try.
have.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
then I expect to
Good thing it's fucking
get
concrete floor.
yeah. I
But
expect to get
Just
hit
don't
by
install
something.
a pool.
yeah. At any rate, the original farmhouse that was here, been there for umpteen hundred years, and
We're
the
very specific here.
there's actually a book float around here somewhere in the family that has pictures of that farmhouse with trees planted in the yard that were about in diameter. And now, if you look out the window, they're the ones that are about 3 feet thick.
Oh,
I mean, they're
Wow.
the original. Yeah, they're the original trees planted in the yard.
I'm impressed.
They pretty much slept in the house until it became rat infested. And keep in mind, it was it wasn't inhabited regularly, so there was nothing to keep nature out. And back in the day, this used to be a working cattle farm, and there was no fence or anything, so it was just a big open field. And one day, my dad and a couple of my uncles were down here this night, and they all got really drunk. They played cards, did what guys did, and they're used to have rats and stuff run across them when they're in their sleeping bags and everything.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, it happens. At any rate, my dad fell asleep in the window, and all of a sudden, a couple hours into sleeping, he's feeling hot breath on his face. He woke up, it was just, one of my uncles that rolled was breathing on him, so he rolled over and...
That's a little awkward.
Yeah.
It was just being heavily.
I know, it was, would have said something.
If
Then he
any
kept-
got tonight, I am to punch you.
Well, considering all sleeping in beds, that would kind of be
Troy
awkward.
going to be doing the heavy breathing.
But, and then after hearing, or feeling that, he kept... You know, and he was like, what the fuck? And he woke up, and a cow had its head in the window, was chewing over the top of his head. It had come up onto the porch,
Oh,
and it was
God.
actually staring at him, chewing.
You're like, then it's time to move.
Moo.
Rebuild this place. Maybe put a kibosh on that home.
So, personal ghost buddy?
Wow. I had a pretty scary insight. It was just 2 days. As you guys know, I'm a ghost hunter documentary. on
I don't
PBS.
think any of our listeners knew that, so give us a backstory here.
Well, when I say you, I mean literally the men in
Well,
the movie who
fucking
aren't wearing
give our
shit.
listeners a
No,
background.
just give me shit. Okay, so I just got a gig with PBS, filming a documentary. I'm going to be 13 haunted locations this summer. One of them I'm not sure where they're going to be yet, but I filmed at the Amber Restaurant up in Dayton, Ohio. It's supposedly haunted. Didn't see anything myself, but that place was creepy. Like, I had gone to the basement down there, and I'm underneath ducts with a camera.
That's pretty cool.
Like that, you know, if anything, I'm really hoping to see something, but at the same time, checking out these old places is awesome itself. And I'm really looking for, you know, getting my name on some PBS documentary. So the other day, I'm sitting in my room, I'm playing Civilizations 4 on computer. I've got 2 computer monitors. One of them's
Nerd
it's just
alert.
a dark reflect surface. And I'm playing the game, and I like 6 hours into this game. Yeah, big nerd. I look over and I'm standing in the computer monitor just to my left. That
That's really
reflection
called.
would have to be
That is called an image. What happens when electronics fire up and pictures are sent to it?
Yes, but the computer monitor was turned.
Oh, see a detail.
I said dark reflective surface.
Like the surface of your heart.
Yes, my cold-blooded heart.
Well, hear that.
So that was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
I was brought up in a house that was considered to be haunted. I would have really creepy things. Like my room was connected to the attic, and I just had, you know, you would hear people across the attic, and you'd always be like, "Oh, that was really hey, squirrel."
Which
I'll
makes
go
you
on
wonder
doing.
why would a ghost inhabit an attic? Like of all places in a house, why?
I've always wondered why ghosts inhabit the rooms that you're never. Like, there's always a ghost in the basement.
Yeah.
And you always hear them. Kind of like, what in the ghost rooms that you're in?
Well, maybe they like the attic or the basement because that's where they spend a lot of their time. That's
That's
like
a boring person to live up in my attic.
well,
That is a really boring ghost. Is it up there building ships in a lake?
Like my attic, like we would just shit up there. Like,
Hey, maybe,
Oh,
maybe
hey.
that's why the Maitlands were in fucking Beetlejuice. They were always
Yeah.
up in their attic.
well, he was boring. They built
That's
a
true.
whole of the town. Like, if you're gonna to scale model of a, you're a boring fucking.
that's like
bastard.
with if I died and I was going to inhabit anything in a house, it would be because of the house of it. I spend a lot of my times down in my basement because
You lived in your basement.
my room's like upstairs, my kitchen and everything's
Yeah.
upstairs. So
Well, you're just a weirdo.
don't my reason my basement technically is you're right. My all my big screen TVs down there, my video games down there. I'm a nerd.
I'm going when I break into
Porn.
his house. the basement. The big screen and video games are down there, gentlemen.
You want a
Shut
big
up.
screen? I call it the Green Giant.
The Green Giant.
It's green tinted. I need
Is
one.
it like a projection TV?
It's a rear per
What year
TV,
did it come out?
and it's
1908. There's actually a midget. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
There's actually a midget in there, like working an 8mm camera.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going like, boy,
I mean-
I'm going to be hiring soon.
I need TV. Has a green tint. I mean, I can't watch horror movies on it because when it's
Everything's Frankenstein.
everything's in night vision, all night vision. Even
Everything's
daytime.
zombie.
It's like it's daytime, it's night vision.
So,
Okay, that's just a hands unbuckling.
Unbutton my pants.
And the way you're
Fat
sitting.
fit these fucking fat ass Dockers.
wearing camouflage shorts so no one can find
He's laying on a fucking white couch.
camouflage shorts. That's what I chose to wear this weekend. So I hide, but just my waist. And they're shorts, so from knee down,
Yeah.
it's like you can't see my pelvic.
Are invisible, sir.
In the pelvic region.
I would love to be invisible.
Just in the pelvic region?
No, it's invisible
You
in
flash
general.
chick?
If anything, I want that to be invisible. I think it scared that out of me.
That's the only thing that's the only thing that's done. Like a woman's like, I just see a wooden penis coming my way.
Be a little effed up. A little effed up. So yeah, my parents' house. Really get some really creepy stuff. My mom bought painting at a yard sale.
Yeah.
There's
And
a
it was
floating
just this
penis.
girl sitting in just the quintessential creepy painting. She had
And
eyes that
coming
really
out
seemed
from-
like it would follow you.
Yeah, actually,
Placid look on her face. So you're just, oof.
yeah, my penis is that when it's cold outside.
Yeah, and Here was the worst part. She hung it hallway.
Wait, did you say flaccid or placid?
Placid.
Oh, never mind.
She hung it in the hallway.
Look in your
Had
room.
to get by to get to the bath. And so my buddies would the night, and one night my bud stayed over, and we went to my room. And the next day my house burned. But the only thing it burned, like the frame was still there.
Right.
The booms were pretty messed up. The painting wasn't burned. It was burned all around, and almost like a circular cut. But the picture itself was not burned.
That is weird.
was
And you
really
were picking up into the computer.
It was really creepy. I'm gonna have to rest this on my chin. I know. I'm waiting for the joke. I'm waiting for the joke. It's too easy. Kibosh. It's too easy.
Does anyone have stories?
I just told one, fucker.
All right.
We're talking
Dan?
about any. We're talking people. I mean, I don't know. I really have any ghost stories.
What about
Troy
videos
looks like
and
a
stuff that
ghost.
you've seen? What do you think is the coolest video out there right now that's proof positive that ghosts exist?
I still haven't seen one, though.
I'm.
What Japanese?
Okay, there's a picture that's on the internet. Then
Was it the
that's
shadow
that's
person?
enough statement.
Yeah.
There's a picture on the internet. Anyway, there is one image on the internet that me with fear outside of two girls
Yeah.
that
Don't go that way.
There's
Yeah, please don't.
go with that. There was an image of a parking garage in Japan, and off in like the right corner there was a face peeking. But if that was a person, they would literally be up on a ladder, hanging
Somehow
upside
suspending.
down. A garage, just really think, oh, the haunted park garage. You would think like apartment. So it's more, ooh, parking garage, ooh. But there's it's a fucking picture.
So do you guys like in purgatory or where they're going to haunt? Like this guy just got the fucking literally the straw ever.
I think a lot of it deals
check.
with. I think a lot of it deals with where when you lived, like that that's picture. You never know with all these photo crop. Where you edit it because you can play some.
Yellow eye removal. That's a joke.
Depends where like you were. Like I'm sure
George got
some of
a
you
hunt
guys
in Buffalo.
like say now us like. Possibly Dan haunt this place for the fact that he's here so many times.
I've been 3 times. I'm officially allowed to haunt.
Yeah.
It could be like, or it's like a lot of they talk about when they look for major celebrities, go to places like Jack's, for instance, State Everland, and he could be haunting there.
No, Michael Jackson would be haunting school.
But it deals with where you were when you lived during your life, your favorite spots.
I think we're trying to impose on something that probably works out.
Realms of
Rules.
All right, when I die, I'll haunt you guys and let you know. That's
You
all.
haunt me, I swear to God, perform an exorcism. I'll wear the best exorcism I can find and have you send
It's to the
hell or
dead.
anything.
You know,
Death for the dead.
Yeah, it's death for the dead.
So-
how are you going to do that? Like shitting on you? Or
I
something?
want you to
yeah, if
promise
you're
me
a ghost and can shit on me, I'm pretty fucking impressed.
you guys to promise me that when I die, I'm going to be. I want you to sprinkled on the Twinkie factory in Natick. I want you to fucking do that for me.
When
I'll
I
be spread onto the machinery like ding dongs so I can be fat.
So everybody,
Right.
wait. So in other words, so then Ashes get in the
Yeah, and
everybody.
then you know what the fucking cool thing is?
But it'll be
I will be
you.
in everybody. Can be
That'd
like,
be-
yeah, I was in your sister.
when I die, just encase me in wax and put me in some pose, preferably like a throne made of steak and cheese,
That's gonna smell really fucking bad.
wax TVs,
I could.
video games, and comic books.
Wow.
Just make this awesome one out of all this shit I liked. Put me in a really kick-ass pose, and if one of you guys could just keep me in a house, in like a spare bedroom or
I
something.
promise to keep you in an abandoned house and down.
Yeah, the pose
I
is going to
would
be
be really
like
upset
this.
with
Like
you.
Oh shit.
The pose would have to be me like the horns. Like,
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting though is Ghost Hunt, the actual show called Ghost Hunters
Yeah.
that did the Titanic exhibit. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I went to the Titanic exhibit.
Pretty nuts though. They were talking about haunted objects, and I think interesting study.
The haunted Steely Dan.
Yeah. The Haunted Steel Dead album that no one ever listens to.
It's the ghost cat.
I could see when I die, I could see somebody taking and definitely Josh.
In the river.
I could see them like me up, and I'll end up being a prop in a house.
Yeah. You fucking
Hey.
have a attack and stick you up against a wall.
He's like,
Just nail Troy to the wall. It'll be fun.
like, hey, he's been in a place without. He's scary enough. Let's just put him in there.
Troy was seeing without your shirt on. You are a house actor through and
He's
through.
in it on right now.
I don't have to do much, but hey, it's fun.
Sorry. I had
Oh,
to.
okay. Well, here's a considering the event, us being out at a barn cabinish thing.
There'll
Yes,
be no
the-
banjo music down here.
I guess the better question is, what scenes do you guys favorite cabin outside their horror scenes?
Cabin Fever.
Good
It's in the name.
choose modern one. That's a
That,
what
I actually-
scene? What scene was that really nailed you?
It was the dog carcass. I don't know if you guys remember that one. That was like chewed up nasty.
I don't remember dog carcass.
It was like a weird, like turned inside out dog carcass. The carcass collector that had like a random spot in the woods. And he
Yeah,
found them.
that was kind of
Yeah.
That was a little neat little scene.
I think the scene from that really got me was when she goes to shave her legs
and
Yeah.
her started
and her skin just comes off.
Yeah,
that was
that
pretty
was for
crazy.
me. Like, you know what? I'm good. I'll
That
take
reminds
beer with me next
that
time. I
reminds
go.
me of the Poltergeist scene. That was another really creepy fucking scene. The dude just pulls all the skin off of his.
Fucking coach.
Yeah.
The coat.
And then what was the other movie that? And then he turned into fucking
Crypt Keeper?
oh god.
Casper?
No.
They did that
Yeah,
with
it was
Casper.
Casper. It was Casper.
Casper did
Yeah,
that.
Casper.
Oh, he
the
did.
movie.
He turned into the Crypt Keeper.
Well, he turned into the Crypt Keeper, and he turned John or not John, the other fucking
John Madden.
old boy guy.
Oh, Clint Eastwood.
Eastwood. Yeah.
Eastwood.
Oh, I forgot
Ronnie
that.
Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Dangerfield. Yeah, that one was good.
I think,
No, I got no respect.
I think one of the movies, well, the movie was alright. I think one scene from this movie kind of me, like, normally I'm good with horror and guts, kind of made me gag was when Amy Smart mirrors. She takes her mouth and just rips it, like in the mirror, shaking her mouth and
Yeah.
ripping open. But like, and now she's sitting in the bathtub. Her mouth is really getting ripped like over for some reason. I was just like, oh my god!
That
was
reminds me
a
of
gag-worthy
Hellraiser.
scene. But did you cabin out there woods nature related?
Think about that one.
Long.
Evil Dead 2.
Very good point.
Dead by Dawn.
Dead by Dawn.
Batu
Batu Verada Nikto.
can think of about Evil Dead is
I fruit salad.
raped by a tree.
Raped
Wow.
by a tree. That's a nature horror scene.
Yeah,
I would
that's
not be.
true.
I,
Steer of that fucking
sure,
cabin.
yeah.
Got the deer's on the wall right next to Tyler.
Right over
Reminds me of that scene when the deer's sitting there laughing at Bruce. Well, everything's laughing at the clocks and
Lamb.
lamp. It was like, I guess I've never done any drugs in my life, but I guess that would be the thing to being on acid.
Yeah.
That was a psychologically scarring moment.
I think raped by a tree would scar you.
Okay, that would scar your insides.
That
But
would
like,
be
have you a
split-
splinter, Troy? Imagine a splinter in your lower intestine.
Yeah, that would
Ow. Shit that out.
I guess
She
I
just
thought somebody was coming through the door. I was like, oh my god!
chainsaw.
I didn't know what that was. Shit myself. I didn't know what the hell.
crap lip pulp for a week.
There was a gas coming through the
Killer trees. That scene in Poltergeist
Yeah. Oh
with
man.
the tree coming through the window. Oh,
Well, I mean, if he was eating tree, what would be the worst that would happen? He would like fall into a log.
thunk. Oh well, I'll
This
just,
isn't so bad.
I'll just
I mean, I
kick
can-
my way out on wood.
Yeah. Well, this is so bad. I mean, the termites did all the work for him.
I'm in a hollowed out tree. Well,
Okay.
If you guys, well, I mean, think about it. I mean, if he had a mouth, it'd theoretically be hollow,
it's not exactly like a tree has teeth
or stomach.
or something.
Why would a tree even have a mouth if it couldn't even
Good
eat?
point. Like
I mean,
I guess
isn't
now
that the
that
point
I
of
think about
fucking-
it, that entire scene's kind of lame.
Isn't that, yeah? Now that you analyze it, the movie sucks.
Yeah, now that I think about it, fuck Poltergeist.
Look at
Worst horror
fucking-
movie ever.
What,
Fucking around, that's a great
What
horror
about
movie.
the happening? Okay.
The hang?
The trees.
Oh
poisonous
god,
gas.
that, dude! I never
I
even
never
saw
even
that.
bothered to see that movie.
There was reason.
I decided to watch.
What
it
was
on
the M
TV.
Night Shyamalan Leon?
Shamalama Ding Dong song.
Shamalama Ding-
Shamalama Ding, or whatever.
No, I don't know. You know what? What the twist?
I watched it just because it was on one night, and I think I watched the end
That's
of it.
funny.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
same thing.
what?
Jim Caviezel. Is that how you say his name?
Get Jim Caviezel, I think that's his
Interesting fact I had mentioned to Tyler. Jim Caviezel, during Passionless, was actually, while he was on the cross, was actually struck not once, but twice.
God was trying to tell him something.
name. It's delicious.
Yeah. Which is my favorite ghetto word.
That's not a ghetto word.
a
When in the
fucking
ghetto and tried to
biblical
say
word.
sexist, they'd look at you like, that's 2 syllables or more.
Gosh.
Now we're just like whales dying.
I know.
Fuck Greenpeace. It's killed whales. Oh.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's on TV with
Dude, you haven't looked over. Michael Jackson's been on TV for the past 2... What the fuck was
That was random.
Um,
I think it was something in the garbage.
that? Was
I
the
think.
firework finally popping?
Yeah.
Yeah, we threw
We
fire.
threw a bunch of fireworks at
A
the campfire.
shit ton.
Yeah.
A
Well,
Yeah,
metric
I-
shit ton.
well, somebody's finally get us.
yeah.
You're like Finley, like, please, serial killer. Please come and get us some board.
Well, you've been trying to tell me to walk like yards.
I
like,
tried to send Troy out into the tall grass.
myself with like.
Yeah.
Troy, wander out there. Be brave.
The creepy one was on the way here. We passed a road not open through traffic sign.
Yeah, the
And-
road that we took to get up here, road closed.
Yeah, that beginning being a nice horror movie. And hey, Tim saw a little quote for you. A lot of horror movies start out like this, man. Yeah, but a lot of movies start out like this too.
The lights, you know, it would be great if the lights started flickering like.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you
the
what
light
it was-
it would kill the recording.
Was the bridge we crossed over that was just a chunk of cement that you could have driven off either side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like, all it takes is one flood, and it's just you're just like, well, fuck, I'm not in this place.
Well, see, I could see like now we're talking about the lights flickering kills our pod, but then next thing you know that road's gone and we're stuck up here by ourselves.
Well, okay, in clarification, that section was maybe like 20 feet long, but
Well, I mean, the creek next to it is so fucking shallow you can
Yeah.
pretty much walk across.
I'm just saying though, if one floods through, you're not exactly driving through.
Well,
that.
it goes over the bridge. I mean,
Yeah.
It won't. It's a 3 culvert.
I'm saying.
Actually,
Wow,
ironic
that's
story.
yeah.
Yeah. Ironic story though. Our last 4th of July party.
we
or
put
4th
Troy
of July
into it.
party a couple years ago. Troy has a bad case.
Read, Troy.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
Wait, Tyler was like, "Hi guys."
Ridley.
Yeah.
But
It's not butter.
God.
we have to tell.
Oh
everyone Tyler
my
tell
God!
us,
Almost died in the grocery store. On the way here, we stop at the grocery store because we know what we need supplies. I need a 2-pound steak just for my. Going to be set with that, right? Well, anyway, we're there. We're at the grocery store, and we're getting the things that we need. And Leopold pops and goes, "We need butter." Damien, go over to the butter section and get us butter. What we need is butter. A small thing of butter.
I just have to end real quick. And I had made the gym come back with mayonnaise or something.
And I looked at Leopold and went, better go with him.
You better go
I
with it.
better go with him. I walk over to...
Sorry, we all stopped as there were 2 chicks kissing on TV.
It was a moment to make us pause.
We all just
looked over
stopped
at
talking about
and there's
what
2
was
chicks
happening.
kissing on me. And we're kind of like, what were we talking? Okay, butter, right.
Butter, something.
I go with Damien. I walk over to the dairy section. I don't say anything. Damien walks over, just looks down, and picks up the first thing his hand lands on. He doesn't even look around. He goes and goes, this one. And I look at it and I go, what'd you get? And on the container, it says, butter, it's not. Damien is asked to go retrieve the butter. And the thing goes and picks up. The first that he picks up into his hand is the thing that not only is not there, but that clearly states on top of the lid, that is not butter. Butter, it is not.
Then what was it?
And we took a picture that we'll put on the website, and it just butter, it's not. And it's just
There's no colon, there's no H. It's butter, it's not.
butter is not. It not only tells you that it is not there,
It was yellow.
infers very loudly thing that it is not butter. And that's the first Damien picks up. I was just I couldn't stop
One of the most
laughing.
beautiful
I
things.
couldn't stop laughing. I was just standing in the store. They're looking at me worried, and I could not laughing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone at
Burger thought we were high as
grocery
fuck.
store Probably thought crazy.
He tried to beat out.
And which one of you guys bought a manager special cut of meat?
Actually, I did not. I bought manager special, but 49 cents.
Which
Okay.
I'm the one who ate them.
Yeah, they were fine. They were
Yeah,
cheap.
it's bread.
Yeah.
This is not manager.
Unlike our friend Dan. What was it, our first cast?
Damien.
I was thinking it was like the
Yeah.
second one.
It's the third one, yeah. Manager special steaks.
He bought a manager special cut of meat.
That's right, because we were talking about it in the apocalypse.
We were talking about smelling it.
Yeah.
There's a new show that I showed you guys.
Oh, right.
What
So
was
there's a reality
yeah,
coming
what was
out.
that called?
Colonial or Colonial.
Oh, the
Colony.
colony.
Colony or
Colon cleansing. It's called the colony, Troy. And it's literally about surviving.
apocalypse.
Well,
of some
they
type.
didn't really say zombie apocalypse. They said plague,
See,
and then
the
infected
interesting
people.
thing is, though, you
It
have
all
to build
came
a
on my
defense
ass.
system about keeping people out, too.
Yeah, against infected people.
Yeah, that's the cool thing.
Hence zombies, but without actually saying zombies.
You know what?
You lose credibility once you say zombies.
I think every guest from on, one of the questions would be, what would you do in a zombie attack?
For a clock bar.
What would you for a Klondike bar? Would you take a shot at the
not.
president?
Ooh.
No, I wouldn't.
No, Klondike bar, fuck no.
Yeah, it's not really worth jail for life.
No. Would you pee on the Queen of England?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
that for free.
Funny. I think we're pretty
Yeah.
much okay with that.
And dude, Monty
She's-
Python.
she's lived long.
already.
Yeah.
Everyone was in drag. And they don't talk this in a Cockney voice. I don't spam.
Damn! Every time Damien touches, it sounds like a back-breaking fart. At one point early, I thought Damien was blowing his nose. I said, Leopold goes, Damien, and I got blowing his nose because I hear this sound, like clearly a long, like 20-second sound of blowing a nose. And finally, Damien comes. I'm like, damn, you must really have to blow your nose. No, I was taking a shit. I was like, what kind of sound is that? It sounded like a lighthouse fucking horn out of his ass.
Wait, didn't he clog you?
Yeah! I went to this later, flushed, and it's like, nope, we're back.
He shot a 2-liter and moved. Oh my god.
Yeah, when I sit
God.
there, it's
Rest
Damn Nation.
It was more like,
Rust in.
it's like he squeezed his lower intestine out like a tube of paste.
Thank God back.
I don't know. The way it fought its way back up the toilet when
Yeah.
flushed. It's like, no, we're back.
It was an excremental. It just did out.
It was
shit
the Golgotha
monster. It was
shit.
a monster trying to make his way out.
Oh, God, it's the chat line on TV.
We have the TV on mute. We do these. We always
Yeah.
do this.
They have
Yeah,
the
but-
night call thing where you
What
see
the-
guys calling other guys.
Local guys
Local
calling
guys calling. Oh, God! It's just a dude in front of a mirror without his shirt on, just looking at his muscles on the
Man.
phone.
That's like me looking in the mirror, looking at my fat or something.
Look at my keg.
You don't have a
So,
six
man,
pack.
I
You have
really
a-
remember that lump. Where did that come from?
What lump is that? Oh, it's your face.
Eyewash.
So we're out in the middle of the boonies right now. If you look out the window or anything, it's nothing but just darkness
Meh.
extending our regions on either
With
side.
fog.
With fog,
Yeah, with-
we
which
saw
is
rolling
awesome.
fog.
No, it
coming
wasn't
through.
roll. There was mist that was on the ground, rolling fog on top of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
It was a
down
backdrop.
into a
I mean-
valley. Just like fog coming up. It was the creepiest fucking thing. Like
I
I
was waiting
expected
for
like the Jurassic Park music in the ground. And
Or-
the sound of like a raptor.
That was the sound of a narwhal.
That was their shit.
Yeah.
Even though I was waiting for it was looking all of a sudden seeing zombies running after us.
If a fucking like wave of zombie running, and I'm talking actually running.
Gentlemen,
Came
speaking
at
of which,
us.
this is that I said that I would come. during
I
the
would
zombie-
go off in that big ass barn right
That's what I was talking about. There's actually a loft above
Yeah?
that I could get in and hide. That's what
Oh,
I was
well,
talking
they can't,
about.
They can't get up there.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
see, that's unless they burned it down.
Zombie ain't smart.
Nah.
What if like the movie about to watch Return of the Living Dead, where the zombies are smart enough to go send more people? Do you guys? Had you guys seen?
Yeah, I've seen it. Was it Land of the Dead that they figured out how to use guns and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Joel
one.
A.
Yeah,
Romero's.
zombies with guns. You're fucked then.
Guns. Was it
but fireworks.
yeah.
But then they started to
That kinda
realize,
drove me nuts. It's like a bunch of fireworks in the movie.
well, a couple of them stopped looking at them.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
realized,
they stopped and finally just went,
Something I want to mention
ooga,
I did last weekend was we at the Dent Schoolhouse went to Fort Thomas Parade, and it was Andy Becker, which is the creep,
yeah, one way to put it.
Megan as Regina. Is
She
that
came
how-
as a vagina?
Regina. I
It's
think her
pronounced
name's
Regina.
Ro-
not
Regina.
Dude, okay. I want you to clarify that right now. Damien, from the future, whenever you say the word Regina, please,
Or
Regina.
or-
Because when you say
It's like
vagina,
I think it's either
I'm going
Regina.
like
Remember Grandma's boy?
reversed vagina.
It's either
You guys remember
Regina
Grandma's
or
Boy? No,
Regina.
hi, is
The way
Regina? No, or Gina? No, actually, it's pronounced Gina.
Vagina, yeah.
it's
Hey,
basically
you're a hooker.
yeah. She basically plays a drunken whore hooker. Right? She plays herself basically.
I was gonna say.
Oh!
Yeah, she's not here to defend
It's
herself.
funny because she has
She doesn't
mischievous
listen,
sex.
and even if she does, she loves me.
Yeah, that's debatable.
And Bully, which is Calliope.
Sooner or later, we
Calliope.
will have her on.
Clive P.
Yeah.
Calliope. I
Her
thought you said
and-
Clyde P.
Yes, Clive P., the worst British actor ever.
And myself, and Charlie McFree was there
His
driving
cousin,
his
Charlie
hearse.
McKay.
So he drove his hearse.
Yeah, he drove his hearse. Him and Josh Wells,
Of course,
the owners of the dental house. Bud was rising with his dad, and we had a great time. That all the kids were screaming or crying.
Actually, you guys won an award. It was third most entertaining.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which I find hard to believe.
Yes. Yeah.
I think they would have won if we showed up. But
Yeah, it's true. I'm not
I
with
wasn't
it.
there for
That's
that.
just kidding.
I didn't even know
I'm
you
just
guys
kidding.
did
All
it
of our
until
actors are
afterward.
great.
It was in Fort Thomas.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea this happened.
I was at a Reds. I had previous engagements for a Reds game, so
I was doing whatever it is I do.
I was
It's
sitting
more
in the
important.
rain watching the Reds play.
Sitting in the
They
rain.
getting up at 6:30 and leaving Fort Thomas.
In the-
with Andy
in the
Becker
evening?
and my uncle.
No, in the morning, actually.
Damien
morning.
got up at 6:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that it existed.
You lived at 6:30 in the morning?
Hey, I do
Did you
that.
just not go to sleep? Did you cheat?
No, I went to bed and
Are you drunk?
Cut me, Mick.
You know what? I think we should pronounce her name Regina from now on.
Regina?
Regina.
Hey, Regina.
Here's the Regina. I need another beer.
I think
Can I
that's
have
her
10
actual
cheesy
real name, not
Reginas?
Regina. Regina. I think that's her real name, or her character name on that is Regina.
have
I
no
doubt
idea.
that somehow.
No, I think it really.
I'm just
is.
saying. I doubt that somehow.
I can text somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
only
can you
2 in the
get
morning.
can you
That's a
get
good idea.
words? Can you? Here's a better way to put this.
But the
Yes,
thing
you
is,
can.
she's
Hold on.
probably
You can
sleeping.
text someone, but can you get the way to pronounce it across in text? Because I'm guessing it's still going to be spelled Regina.
Just ask if it's pronounced long E or short I.
And they're going to go, what, huh?
I'm not going. I'm not texting anybody. The probably sleeping.
Fuck it,
What
call
the
him.
Oh.
Hey, yeah, call him. We're doing phone
Is it
interview.
Regina?
Fucking call Megan right now. We'll
I
do
don't
an
have
interview.
They
Megan's
answer,
phone number.
no, it's
No.
Steve.
I don't have
Yeah.
Megan's phone number. I have the other one, Bethany's.
The other one.
Call the other one. The other
Whatever her
female
name
creature.
is.
Well, she doesn't
Fuck
really
her
have
name.
a character's name.
Glad I don't really know most of the people you guys are talking about. I'm not really into the dent thing. I've helped out, but
I like to fuck the dent.
I did the dent once. Roll it up in flour and aim for the wet spot.
Dance of the dent.
All right, I totally forgot about this.
Uh-oh.
Since we're talking about Dent, ghost story here,
Here we go.
Yeah, ghost story. Shut
Right.
the fuck up.
or it's technically not a ghost story, but it's
Well, then fuck you.
it's an experience.
I had
we,
an experience once with your mother.
One night, Bud, me, and a bunch of other people stayed at the Dent Schoolhouse for a whole night. And no, we did not have gay chats. Well, Randy came, so yeah, maybe we did. But we were there, and then we did a whole bunch. We ended up walking through the haunt, like all of us, except for one guy who was passed out up on the top floor.
Up on the roof.
Yeah, if Jeremy's listening, Jeremy was passed out. We tied his shoelaces together and rode all over him.
But
But
he never left again.
But we all decided to walk. The rest of us decided to walk through the haunt. We kept all the lights out, so everybody's in front, and only Bud and I were in the back. And we were. I used my phone as a flashlight then, and Bud ended up grabbing one later. And we're on, not the third floor, but the second floor. We're on there, and I heard like. I was the last one, then Bud, then the rest of the group was ahead of us, and I kept hearing like something behind us, literally walking. And like, I know floors settle, but I'm like, floors don't settle that much. And I asked Bud, I turned around, I'm like, Bud, do you hear that? And he's like, yeah. He's like, just keep on walking. So we kept on walking. I kept hearing footsteps behind us.
It was his own echo.
So we got down in the basement, and as soon as we got down there, we rounded this corner, and all of a sudden we heard a whistle, a loud, distinct little whistle. And me and Bud both were like, everybody, shut up. We heard something. And we wanted to see if we heard it, and we asked anybody if they whistled, and they said no. And also, like, we just booked it out of there, like,
Run, fuckers!
well, about maybe a few months later, Bud, me,
Found
Bubba,
that they had left a poor customer in there.
and
the whole
Cheryl went back, and we did our own ghost hunt and investigation. And we had a digital voice recorder. I went back at that time. We called it Wolf Woods, and which is now gym class, I think, the locker room. And when we were back there, I was doing EVPs, and one of the EVP I heard is come in, like, come in. And no one else. Bubba
Actually,
tried
goes going,
listening.
"I'm coming."
Bubba tried listening to his, and he didn't have it on his. But on my recording, I heard, someone saying come in, and it wasn't anybody near us. And previous to that, we heard Bubba was talking about how
Sex.
he hides candy and cough stuff in his locker.
Attract the kids.
Well, he hides it when the haunt goes on. He takes cough medicine or the cough drops to keep his mouth or his throat dry. So or nice, and he says he hides all the trash in there so nobody could see them. And I swore I heard on my recording when I went back is I could see them, and about a split second later, you hear me saying how I got a really cold chill, and it is all of a sudden cold back where we were. And I thought that was interesting.
That was quite interesting.
Meanwhile, while I was telling this little story, Dan and Damien are getting chips and beer and getting ready to load up some more.
I got
I've had a six pack since we
medication.
started the podcast. Late bloomer.
I was making preparations. I don't have a hangover.
Hey,
tomorrow.
gay chat,
Yeah, this
local
preparation's
guys.
H.
Try for
Yeah, this
free.
gay chat commercial has played 3 times in the past
Are
15
you a gay
minutes.
fish? Nothing but a gay fish.
Do you like fish sticks?
Slap.
So I think for the next podcast, we're probably going to do a kind of a bastardized version of Rotting Flesh Radio. I think we're going to do,
Plagiarizing.
hey, well, not really. We're just kind of copying the format a little bit. Well, I shouldn't say copying, more of a tribute. But what I want to do is our
Stealing.
favorite horror music. And we can patch that together in post. That's down the road.
Oh,
I like that idea.
You call my
I wish
phone,
I-
you
I
get
wi-
my favorite horror.
I wish
yeah.
I could be there for that. Horror music is pretty important.
My favorite horror artist is Buckethead.
Your favorite artist is Buckethead.
No, he's my favorite alternative artist.
Well, like,
Ah.
my favorite, I guess,
You
horror.
can.
Well, my favorite, like, soundtrack horror music is Tubular Bells. That's why if you call my
You're
phone,
giving it away, asshole.
Save it for the next one.
well,
Save it for your face. You know, Damien, you probably wouldn't be cold if you put a shirt on. This man is pulling a blanket up, no shirt on.
It's not his blanket. It's
He
his
looks like a
sleeping bag.
dying man and like his death couch.
He needs a wheelchair and one of those like plaid blankets. That
Yes.
legs.
Well, he's looking at it. He's got a plaid
I know.
kind of sleeping bag.
And Professor
Did you
Xavier.
just buy that sleeping
If
bag?
Professor Xavier never left a couch and had hair and was 25, then yeah,
Yes.
you look like Professor Xavier. If he looked nothing like himself, then yes, you look like the guy.
It was exactly like him, but not.
But not
If it was
all.
played by Chris Farley
If he was played by Chris Farley,
or Jack
who
Black.
looks the way he does probably in his grave right now.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Hi.
It's funny because he's rotted.
You guys ever see the crime scene pictures from that?
Nope.
Oh, it's horrible.
I didn't even know they had any.
Yeah, if you guys look him up, you can find him on Rotten.com.
Look like the remnants of a buffet after a
No,
Las Vegas
it's actually
gambling
it's really
spree.
gross. He like fizzed out in his mouth. Like
Ew.
he was all purple and bloated.
Probably
It was really
asphyxiated.
nasty.
Threw up all over his... Yeah. No thanks. I wonder if his ghost haunts anything.
We call it belushing.
The bullet. It's a term specifically for people who belushi
Turned into
themselves.
slime.
Yeah, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. That was Taz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn! Did you see that sheep's face for a minute? Shit looked ugly.
We're watching TV now, and there's like sheep on TV, and I'm pretty sure. What is that guy doing?
Dude, Ba
He
means
was like,
no.
Is he
lube on
milking
his
that
hands
sheep?
and-
Ba means no. Dude, they're putting them on a little carousel and just spinning them around, and they're feeding them, and they've attached tubes to their somethings.
Are those udders, or is that a
Penis.
dick?
Ba means no, Troy. Stop sheep fucking.
You ever seen Black Sheep?
Which
The
one?
movie?
There's a movie I think called Black Sheep where
Yes.
sheep.
It was called Tommy Boy 2?
No. This Black Sheep. There's a horror movie called like Black Sheep. I
Oh.
think where sheep go out and kill people.
Like actual sheeps kill people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, fuck those
it's
fucking
a horror
sheep.
movie.
I
It's a
never
horrible
seen
movie.
it, but
I
I
get tired of farmers fucking them.
Yeah. Do you guys know why
the
a
band.
farmer fucks a sheep on the edge of a cliff?
So it pushes back.
Exactly. I'm fucking glad someone realizes that. My
I've heard
God.
that joke for years.
Why?
That's...
I
Yeah.
wanted to say our last shout out was from Granny from Terror Park.
Yeah, thank you,
Very
Granny.
true.
Speaking of
Still waiting on that one for Bob.
Crazy Bob from Haunted Hydro.
Hey, hey, hey.
That's hello, hello, hello.
Or, yeah, I was
did
with Fat
Fat
Albert.
Wow.
Hey, hey, motherfucker.
Steve.
We're all watching
Off
Craig
in the
Ferguson.
woods, together, alone.
We were watching his movie called Into the Woods, which is a
You know,
great film.
you know what we
on
need to
YouTube.
do while we're recording? We need to just put in Return of the Living Dead. Who's going to get up?
Well, we're
I can't move.
an hour and 12 minutes, so
We've been recording for an hour.
Well-
An hour of this inane bullshitting.
Well,
People
but-
listen to this? No, just fucking. You people listening are awesome. I love you.
You know,
Yeah, thank
all
you for
250 plus of you.
I do have to say,
I wonder how many people are Alzheimer's listeners that went, I wonder what this is. That was great. I wonder what this is. That was
So
great.
check this out.
I-
Here's my band name. Dr. Alzheimer's and the Forget-Me-Nots. What do you think?
You should call it the Forget Me Offens.
The Dr. Alzheimer's, where the hell am I?
The Dr. Alzheimer's. You're all new people to me.
I do have to say, I think this is the one podcast that we kind of got away. I mean, we
The
stayed-
one? I'm sorry. I've been here for a couple that got away from themselves.
Well, I mean, this one we got really away from the horror genre for the fact we were
The
talking
one
about
podcast
late
to
night
rule
television.
them all.
I mean,
Yeah, but see, I mean, this is funny. This is B-roll.
We're out in the
This is
middle
good.
Yeah.
of fucking nowhere.
that's true
I
too.
know.
And half of you guys are drunk. I mean,
Yeah.
Half. That's funny. Literally half, because there's 4 of us. 2 of us are drunk. Literally
not
half.
drunk,
For the
dude.
one
I'm not-
time. For the
I'm not
first
even-
time in Troy's
Dan
life,
is
his
working
random
on drunk.
percentage statistic was correct.
I actually have not drinking tonight because I'm not a big drinker.
He isn't drinking.
I'm not a big drinker, so today is a special day.
Today's a very
Damien
special
is fucking
day.
hilarious. He's over there
Damien's tore the
gooned on the
fuck up.
couch.
He's doing
That's
the
why you really
King-
haven't
King
heard
Richard's
much
hand
because
thing.
he's afraid that he'll be like,
I don't think he's worried about that, Troy. In fact, I think Troy just had a Freudian slip.
Yeah, trick or
not.
treat.
I feel
That's a
great.
very good question. How about a question for you? How about you guess what I have buried underneath my house?
Here's a
I'd
hint.
like to sniff your
It's gonna be
wallpaper.
you.
what?
Here's a hint. Have you seen your parent lately?
What? I just hear you like, I'm going to sniff your balls.
What? Nobody is sniffing nobody's balls in this room. I swear. If I wake up in the middle of the night and one of your faces is buried in my crotch like Damien's dog normally does, I'm gonna be pretty
No,
fucking
that's
upset.
my dog that does that.
I mean, Leopold's dog. Leopold's dog attempted to knock me over the other day. He not only shoved his face into my crotch, into my scrotal zone, but he then proceeded
lifted
to
you
try
off the
and
ground.
He did. He stood up and lifted me off my feet. I haven't had a dog ever look up and go, "Hey, I'm gonna lift you."
So
Hey,
Alf,
how about your balls there?
It was like getting racked by a seesaw.
so Alf rocked your balls.
Chevy Chase.
Alf, yeah.
and we have officially lost half of our podcasters.
Tyler has to pee. Troy peed. Yes.
I'm
Okay,
back,
we
my
got Troy
fellow
back. All right.
Podcasters, sorry. if you
Guys, I
missed
think
me.
we need to wrap this shit up.
For you
Oh, I know, it always
fans
is.
out there, we're talking about doing a karaoke thing.
Yeah, we're talking about doing a karaoke podcast as well. Which
What?
I'm...
I thought we were just joking.
No.
I thought we were joking.
No, I'm serious, dude.
Okay, then I'm super
serious.
serious as us doing our shorties that we were talking about.
Yeah.
We were talking about doing a series of short films, maybe about 2 to 5 minutes long, or 3 to 5 minutes, really. Yeah, things that really don't happen in horror films, or things that should really happen in horror films, but due to stupidity, don't. And I really don't want to divulge anything too much right now. I want to keep that sacred, you know.
All I want to say is where we're at right now is great to film. I mean,
Yeah,
it has a lot
I think
of
the inside is very cozy. It's very warm and inviting. The outside, not so much.
the barn. I mean, when I first stepped in there's a few things I'm like, I could see this in a horror film. It would be great.
Yeah, we actually we have a lift out in the barn that we hang deer on. The creepy thing is, if you guys ever see the crime scene photos from Ed Gein, he actually has a human torso strung up like a deer. It's really creepy.
So, yep.
That's typical, fucker.
And like we said, the fog and the mist that we saw earlier today was prime.
And the cabin in the woods.
Yeah, it was prime. It was perfect.
And I also wanted to tell you, Corpse Casters, I'm writing a screenplay of us Corpse Cast with zombies, vampires, ghosts.
This is the this is the first time that Dan has ever been this drunk.
Werewolves.
No, this is the first time that this
that's
Dan has
too
ever
much
been
money.
this drunk.
Talking some big titted banshees and everything.
You are gooned. You are done. Tap out. Tap out.
He's definitely going to be passed out by the
I
time
like
the
to
movie
see people
starts.
dressed up as corpsey.
You get off on watching people dressed up like
Sorry.
corpses? You sick
I'm giving him
fuck.
some chips so he fucking sobers up.
Let's
No, he's talking about having someone dressed up as corpsey.
Yeah, I
Or
would like
mascot.
for you all to send pictures, put it on corpsey.
We can't even get anyone to comment.
Corpsey face. You look like a brown corpse. Congratulations.
This is a lot less erotic than I thought it would be.
What?
A squirrel hiding in her vagina? Ooh.
And we're
They need to make an Amish sex phone line.
This isn't
Are
a
That
you-
wouldn't
gay-
even work
Are
because
you
they don't even
rolling
have
your
fucking phones.
Are you rolling your pant legs up? Yes, I am. And it's just letters they send back and forth.
I like to,
Ironically, do you guys know why table skirts were invented?
So you can look up at them? I don't know.
No, tablecloths, actually. Because back in the day, they used to hand carve the table legs, and they used to do them in robust, organic flowing things, and they didn't want young men to. Sorry, Dan is absolutely drunk right now. He's gonna wake up with such a hangover tomorrow.
He looks so happy.
How you feeling right now, Dan?
I feel good.
Na, 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 na. I knew that it would. Na, 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 na. So good. So good. I got it. Ow, ow. His name is Tyler. Dan, okay, I just want to describe how he looks right now. He has his shirt off. He looks like he's on his deathbed. He has a plaid fucking sleeping bag over his lower half. Actually, it starts just above his nipples.
It looks like Kathy Bates.
Yeah, that's true.
I look better.
Dude, he looks like Kathy Bates wearing a fucking plaid dress. And ironically, she's probably as wide as the couch.
I'm scratching my back on the couch.
I'm never sitting on that guy.
You know what? I have a feeling when Scott hears this, he's going to be rolling.
Scott is from
Scott, yeah.
Netherworld.
He's going to be rolling when he hears this. I know you. I think a lot of our fans will be.
Yeah,
everyone
this is
from
probably
the
one of the
next
funner casts we've done.
We're talking about doing something with the Yours Nightmare.
He looks
and the
serious as
Dungeon
shit right
Doll.
now. Look on Damien's face.
He looks like a retarded Asian kid.
Judicialism. Dude, when you started to say that, you looked like you were about to fucking like drop kick a nun.
You're like, dude, I have cancer.
I'm fucking crying right now.
Oh, shit. Anyway, continue what you're saying.
He did. He's like, we're doing a thing with the USS Nightmare.
Don't start the car. There's a bomb in there, man.
That's the look he just had on his face.
I'm going to drop kick you right now, motherfucker.
Man, have you ever been this drunk before? No. Is it a good feeling?
We'll see tomorrow. Pretty, I'm supposed to film something with Wayne.
Oh shit, it is pouring outside again. Hold on. We're gonna give you a little B-roll of what it sounds like right now outside. Ready? And just as soon as I open the door, it
I
stopped.
went out there 2 minutes ago to get my fucking
This
sleeping
shit is
bag,
crazy.
and there was nothing.
We're in the middle of the woods. The fucking power's flickering on and off. This is nuts. Anyway,
I'm seeing faces and hearing voices.
Yeah, it's all you though.
Yeah.
it's called a mirror.
With all the time that I was silent throughout the podcast, I had to open my fucking mouth.
Yeah, it fucking figures as soon as we start this stupid thing.
I'm glad
Anyway.
we didn't do the tents.
Yeah.
We'd be really fucked up.
We'd be under 10 feet of water, and I'd be fucking out $2,100 for all my equipment. Anyway, Dan, you were saying we're gonna do a podcast with
with USS Nightmare and the Dungeon of Delhi. And Sandyland Acres.
Sandyland Acres. He can't even pronounce words anymore.
That's why he couldn't read the story
My
before.
mom's gonna kill me. Anyway, I'm back.
Back again.
Dude, we are
We're gonna
watching
start
the most...
we're gonna start a new segment where Damien writes stories and I get to read them.
Yeah, I'm gonna love when the Sinister Hour chucks our drunk show.
Actually, this would be your drunk show. We're pretty... I mean, I couldn't
Yeah, you
drive or
guys should
anything
have
operating
recorded me
like
during
this,
my
but...
laughing fit earlier.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
You
Tyler
were,
was, like,
you were
crying.
laughing at nothing.
I was drunk as shit.
Yeah, Tyler's kind of coming down from it. He's coasting right now. Damien, I think, is fucking full sail, like 20 sheets to the wind, man. The Black Pearl is fucking speeding away.
What's great about me is I can act like I'm drunk and not really be drunk.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a great
you're called
drive.
lame. I'm just kidding.
You're
Or-
a fucking pretender.
Here's
wanna
no,
eat
no.
spaghetti.
Here's what's great about me is it takes me maybe 1 or 2 drinks and I'm good.
Yeah,
buzzed.
I'm
yeah.
cheap. That's what's great.
You're the only guy I know that can make being a lightweight sound good.
That's true.
My whiskey
Well,
was
everybody
$6.
wishes they-
I wish I was like this up at MHC.
Nah, you don't, because then you would have been like me and made a
You would
giant
have been
ass of
standing there
yourself,
like this going,
slurring all your speech like. He'll be over it. He's Larry the can't afford cable guy.
You want to? But I don't have it on YouTube yet for age. But sooner or later, he'll probably put that my video up there, and then everybody will be able to see me.
Yeah,
We will
Troy
have it
Troy
exclusive
ate
on Corpse Cast.
Skyline and had quite a bit of liquor, and one of our honsters has. Sorry, I'm watching Damien like space off into fucking nowhere. His head has officially left the building. Troy ate Skyline, which is our local chili place that makes 3 ways giggity, and basically what that consists of is chili, spaghetti, and cheese, and onion, beans, respectively, per which way
you
you
get a
get.
5-way.
Yeah, that's a 5-way, which really should just be called an orgy. But anyway, Troy drank a lot of fucking whiskey, and during the drinking competition, he had chugged, what was it, a quarter bottle of Jack? One of the big ones?
I think a half.
Half bottle of Jack. And all of a sudden you hear, "Brrrt," and a noodle comes flying out of Troy's mouth. Well, the problem was Troy had eaten the spaghetti a couple hours earlier. And you proceed to see Troy throwing up into his sink. Well, this is something really depressing. There's like a dead girl in the fucking snow on TV. Went from like bocce ball to closed
Can
case
somebody
files.
change the channel? It's just depressing.
Oh god, that looks bad.
Wow, that guy's really
Turn it
trying. I'm not gonna turn it up. We're doing a fucking podcast, you
Fuck the
simpleton.
listeners. No, I'm joking.
No! Hey!
Hey, we love those
You're
guys
done.
and girls.
You're done! Get out of here.
Hey, you can edit it.
I wish they were all here to join with our, or with me.
You're not allowed to talk anymore.
He's talking like he types with spell check. A god, a jock, a cheerleader.
A saber-tooth tiger, a Tyrannosaurus.
No parentheses to tell if someone's talking or if it's just narrating.
So, what was the Bob thing in your story?
Yeah, well,
He's her Bob.
Oh, when the grave consumed him?
Yeah,
yeah, I was kind of confused. If the grave consumed him, how come he showed up later in the story?
Yeah.
Well, he's like, make me proud, Bob.
well, the reason he did that is because when the grave consumed him, Damien captured a soul. So believe
I
it how that
captured
went.
him, and I brought him back so
She
my
could kill him?
You
niece
left that detail out.
can
Yeah,
kill him
well, he's not a writer.
and make me proud. I probably should have been drunk writing that thing because it would
Do
make
you guys
more
want to
sense.
do a re-air of the story? Have Dan read it now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God.
No, I like the reading of it though.
Well, yeah, we can play both. We'll play them back to back.
Oh,
Dan's mental state right now has gone downhill. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Damien Reaper, as told by drunk Damien Reaper. It's gonna be a long night.
Alright. Alright, people. I love you all. In the local graveyard. I can't.
Kibosh! Ah!
In the local graveyard. An unknown grave. Oh. In the local graveyard.
He can't even get past the first sentence. In a local bar. Yes, a sentence. It's the length of one page.
In a local graveyard, an unknown grave holds the body of the orphan son. The body of the grave digger. Shit, motherfucker.
Apprentice.
Irish shit, motherfucker.
I know you're all enjoying this. In the local graveyard. in the local grave.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak
Can't
it?
even fucking say graveyard.
Dude, his face is getting purple.
He's done. He's done. You're cut off.
Continue where you left off, bro.
Tyler's got a wicked case of the hiccups.
Oh God!
In the local
And it farted into the
graveyard,
mic.
an unknown grave holds the body of an orphan son. The body of the grave digger that was brutally killed. 1899. Never got to see the 18th or 19th century. Whew. Hello, people. In the 19th century,
He's officially fucking gooned.
one night, some kids decided to dare to play the dead.
Decided to dare to play to do.
Run!
Shit!
Who drank all the rum?
Destroyed.
Where's the rum?
It's like watching a monkey fuck a watermelon.
The portrait named Ashley the Golf.
Ashley or Goth? Someone named their kid Ashley a Goth. Goth.
Brittany. And cheerleader.
You guys want to buy some cookies?
I got your cookies right here, bitch. I'm the rum.
Jim DB.
Did you say hip
They sat around the grave.
He just sat balls. He's okay.
Put the medallion on the
God!
Fucking it's pouring outside again.
It will start tonight. We gather here to talk about the so
Danny's speaking in waves. Who go really slowly. It's really high.
He's speaking in tongues. Parted tongues, but tongues.
one. Where am I? Sixth under the grave. We upon you to learn who you before you died. The Ouija board starts to glow. Ash holds it down.
Sound like fucking what's his name from Ghostbusters?
Slimer.
No, the other
I
guy.
am the keymaster. Gatekeeper.
Let the dog out! Okay,
What's
doggy! Nice!
Okay, who brought the dog?
It's the Irish Shinchuck.
No one is even. He's just sitting on the couch, staring at the paper, not even looking at us. And every sentence ends in him geeking out and laughing.
That's what's funny about that.
They
Yeah,
would,
for the most part.
they would again join hands. Damien Reaper.
Are you crying?
A little bit.
It's very
There's no
emotional.
crying in horror.
Ghost story?
I don't think this is horror.
There's horrors in it.
And then the air would get cold, and the graveyard door would slam closed. Sound like Shaggy. Zoink Scoop.
Run, Raggy. The door of the graveyard is left shut.
And Tyler said the whole thing.
Did you just call me a dolphin?
I think we're gonna go retire this podcast. I think we've gone. as
We're
far
going to
as we can
retire
go.
Damien.
Casters, thanks for listening. I'm Dan,
I'm Damien.
And I'm Troy.
I'm your guest, Tyler.
and Dan is drunk, and
See ya, bitch.
There's only one out there.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, put that down, please. Alright, please leave. That's it.